Hey guys, my name's Gigi, or as soon as I turn 18 it'll be Aria. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys for a second about dating abuse for teenagers especially. Now, before I get into this, I just want to say that I'm not that random girl that's going to preach to you and she doesn't know what she's talking about. I just got out of an abusive relationship. I was in one for 3 years, and recently it has escalated very far to the point where I was in the hospital, and I just felt the need to kind of tell the teenage girls about what domestic violence is, because you hear about it in school and you don't really think anything of it. You think, oh, that could never happen to me. That doesn't seem real, like stuff like that. But the first thing I want to say is they don't always start out physically abusive. My ex-boyfriend, for 2 years, he didn't hit me, didn't anything, but he did call me out of my name a lot. He always blamed me for everything. He was really, really controlling. He said that, like, he would go through my phone and go through my Facebook, and he said it was to make sure I didn't mess up. Meanwhile, he was the one cheating, doing all this other stuff. I had a girlfriend for almost our entire relationship. For about 2 months after we dated, he had got this other girl, and he had hit her for longer than he hit me. It'll escalate. If it starts out as name calling, it'll slowly escalate to the point where he will hit you. And the first time he hits you, if you're smart, you'll leave. If you're not, and you think, oh, well, he loves me, he didn't really mean to, he doesn't mean it, he'll change, he'll hit you again. And that's what happened to me. First, he choked me, and I thought that it was my fault. I'm the one who caused it, you know, stuff like that. And I slowly realized that he was going to do it again. The second time he hit me, he smacked me twice in the face, in the same spot, and I had bruises, and he pulled my hair. And the time after that, he kicked me in my face, and he smacked me, and he pulled my hair. And then this last time, it was him putting a knife to my throat, choking me, kicking me, hitting me. He busted my head open on a wall. I had a busted lip. I still have the bruises on my arm and on my legs. And I even had his handprint on my throat. The way to look out for these signs that he's going to be abusive is if he's overly mean, he's going to be abusive. If he's controlling, yeah, I mean, some girls like controlling, like, oh, you don't want me to do this, that's fine. But if he's isolating you from everyone you know, he's going to end up abusing you in some type of way. Abuse doesn't always have to be physical. It can be emotional. It can be, you know, him calling you a bitch, calling you a cunt, telling you everything's your fault, telling you that no one's ever going to love you like he does. And at first, when you first hear that very last sentence, that no one's ever going to love you like he does, you might take it in a loving way, like, oh, he loves me so much. But in reality, what he's trying to drown you in is your own pity. He's trying to make you feel worthless and feel like crap. And in an abusive relationship, you won't have any choice in anything that you do. It'll all be his choice. Like, my ex decided days I went and saw him, days I could go to work, times I could talk to him in school, things like that, who I could talk to, who I could hang out with, and I wasn't allowed to touch any other guys, wasn't allowed to speak to any other guys. I had a group of about 5 friends that I was allowed to talk to, and that was it. Like, I couldn't even hug the girls, anything. He would go through my phone constantly. He deleted and blocked my friends and family members off my Facebook, telling me I was a Facebook whore, all this other stuff. Controlling, name calling, giving you no choice, really, really manipulative behavior, and saying everything is your fault. That's all signs of an abusive relationship. And when I say manipulative, I mean if he tells you he's going to cut or kill himself if you try to leave him, don't believe him. Do not believe him. My ex pulled out a knife in front of me and sliced part of his wrist, saying, "Do you like it when I do this? It's your fault. It's your fault because you're always trying to leave me." That was the same day I got sent to the hospital, guys. Do not believe him if he says anything like that. And if he acts completely crazy, you need to leave, like, immediately. If you see any of those signs, like, within the first year, you need to leave. With that being said, I'm going to talk about what a real relationship should be, because I have a new boyfriend now, and he is absolutely amazing and wonderful, and we have an equal relationship. He doesn't blame everything on me. We don't fight nearly as much. We talk things out. That's the most important thing. We make each other feel wanted. If we get to a fight, we share the blame. Like, "Oh, I said some things I didn't mean. I shouldn't have said this." And he'll be like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said this either. I'm sorry." And we'll both apologize. And he's really nice. And he doesn't make me feel worthless, ever. No matter how mad he is at me, he does not call me out of my name. He does not tell me I deserve certain things to happen. Any of that. And that's what a relationship should be. You shouldn't be afraid that you're going to do something wrong, no matter how small, and get cussed out or called out of your name or left every 10 seconds or hit. You shouldn't ever feel unsafe in your relationship. At all. There are ways to get help if you think you might be in an abusive relationship, or if you are in one. You can call 1-866-331-9474, and that's the National Dating Abuse Hotline. Or you can text LOVE IS, all one word, LOVEIS, to 77054. And you can talk to other people that have been in abusive relationships. You can talk to experts. You can figure out how to get out. You can take steps to protect yourself, everything like that. They will hook you up with shelters. They will hook you up with a counselor, with everything. Again, that number is 1-866-331-9474. And you can text LOVE IS, LOVEIS, to 77054. And the last thing I'm going to say is, don't let what happened to me happen to you. Because now I am still in an ongoing court case. He will be going to jail. The charges have not been established yet. He's going to be served with a protective order, and just to show you guys how bad an abusive relationship can get, I'm going to tell you all the injuries that I had. The first thing he did was he stuck a knife to my throat. I mean, he didn't cut me or anything, but I did have a little scratch, like right where my vocal cords were, like right here, down the center of my throat. He then choked me really, really hard. I had his entire handprint around my neck, and he slammed me against a concrete wall, and I had my lip busted, and I also have around like right here. My head was almost busted open and bleeding, and it swelled immediately. I had his hand marks on my arm right here. You can kind of see the bruise still there. I have bruises on both my knees from where he kicked me. And, you know, another thing that I want to say is after he abuses you, he's going to apologize. He's going to pull out the waterworks. He's going to cry. My ex walked me 3 blocks away from my house, got down on one knee, bawled his eyes out, and asked me to marry him. In this situation, just say yes. Say yes to every single thing he says. If he asks you if you're going to forgive him, say yes. If he asks you if you love him, say yes. If you say no or you say anything that upsets him, it could cause him to hurt you more, even to the point where he could kill you. And then after all that happens, you need to get to a safe place and you need to call the cops. Call the National Dating Abuse Hotline, text them, get help for yourself before something happens to you like it happened to me. I'm 17 and I definitely should not have gone through this. You guys can message me and let me know your story. I'll even put my email in the link and you guys can email me. Let me know your story and what you did or if this video helped you. Thanks.